Croeso, welcome back to Cottage and Cottage Diary. It is now unbelievably the end of October. The garden still has flowers. It's been a really good year for the flowers and therefore for the butterflies and bees in my garden, which makes me incredibly happy. There are a couple of flowers that I have to show you that you didn't see before, so I will show you those. A couple of new plants that I said I was going to get, yeah, we'll have a chat about them. I'm loving this rose. This is the amber carpet rose that I showed you in May or June, which has come back into flower, and I think just looks really nice in this low autumnal light. So this beauty is one of my new purchases. I've bought 3 of them for the garden. So, as most of you will be able to tell, it's a hardy geranium, and this one is called Pink Penny, and it's a lovely deep sort of magenta pink purple colour. And what's brilliant about it is that apparently it starts flowering April-May time, and as you can see it's the end of October now, and I'll pan back a bit, and it's still got a lot of flowers on it and some more buds as well. So I would definitely recommend that. I mean, I have recommended hardy geraniums to you before, namely Geranium Roseanne. So yeah, this is Geranium Roseanne. And I think if I was pressed to suggest one group of plants, if you only had a really small garden or pots, then I would actually probably say grow these 2 particular varieties of geranium, quite simply because they flower for so long. I mean, they flower for sort of coming on for 6 months of the year, and you know, there really aren't any other or many other plants that I can think of that do that much for you, and of course, more importantly, are wildlife friendly as well. So there may be some other plants that flower even longer, but they're not necessarily great for wildlife. But yeah, I really would recommend them. In fact, I've got the Roseanne and the Pink Penny kind of next to each other, and they just, yeah, they set each other off beautifully. Let me pan back a bit. Absolutely beautiful plants. I'm thrilled that at the end of October I still have butterflies in the garden. Oh, you see? And there's one up there as well, look. It means I'm doing my job properly. Very exciting indeed. Thought you might want to see a close-up of the amber flower carpet rose. It's very low growing, but it's lovely. It's sort of got pinky blush to it as well. Really pretty. Now, don't get plant envy, but look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? It's iridescent. This is Phlox paniculata Mardi Gras, and it's absolutely stunning. It literally glows. I don't know if the camera is really doing it justice, but what a beautiful flower. And yeah, that's meant to flower for months on end as well. So as I say, I've only just bought this, so I can't verify that, but yeah, it's certainly flowering at the end of October, which is pretty good. So this is going to be a fairly short video. I'm not going to give you a whole tour of the garden, because I'm not going to just show you plants that you saw in the last video. That's boring for you. So yeah, I've just shown you the couple of new plants that I've acquired, and yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about leaves. So I know that it's nice to have a tidy garden, but please, please don't burn your leaves that are on paths or on borders. I mean, if they're on a border, just let them mulch down. They're a really good way of feeding your soil. And if they're on a path, just either sweep, or if you've got a leaf blower, gently blow them onto your beds, because it's such an important habitat for hibernating insects. It absolutely breaks my heart when I see people having bonfires, burning all their leaves, because they will be inadvertently burning to death thousands and thousands of little people. And is it really worth doing that just for a tidy garden? So yeah, I would beseech you this autumn, if you have done it in the past, please reconsider doing that, or even, throw them on the compost heap. Oak leaves do take quite a while to break down, but they will break down eventually. But all other leaves are pretty quick at breaking down. Or get some chicken wire, make a little sort of bin or sort of large basket type thing with chicken wire. Basically just fold the chicken wire in on itself to make a container, and put all your leaves in there, and then you've got amazing leaf mould in a year or so. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that because yeah, I'm aware that people are starting to do that, and yeah, it does break my heart. And I'm going to give you a little hack that I came up with last year to protect my bulbs from being eaten or dug up. So yeah, we'll move on to that now. Gosh, I still have a lot of tomatoes in the greenhouse to pick. Gosh, it's been an amazing year for tomatoes. These are gardener's delight. You just can't go wrong with them. I think probably I'll have a lot of self-seeders because I've been slow to gather them. And the witch hazel is almost fully turned yellow. So pretty at this time of year. And then by December, the lovely little yellow flowers will be on it. So it's such a nice, relatively small tree to have in the garden. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to show you what I do to protect my bulbs from rodent damage. Now, I know that online, if you look it up, then it will suggest using chili pepper or something like that to put on your bulbs. But personally, I wouldn't dream of using that, because obviously if a rodent touches the bulb, obviously they wouldn't then want to eat it because of the chili pepper, but then they will rub their eyes and could really, really hurt their eyes. So even though it may not kill them, it would hurt them, it would harm them. So personally, I wouldn't want to do that. But I still want to have bulbs. So last year I decided to give this a go. So obviously you're probably aware that the suggestion is that if you put bulbs into pots, then you, to stop rodents then digging them up and eating them, and squirrels, that you would put some chicken wire on top, and that does work very well in pots. Obviously in a garden setting, if you're suddenly just putting in some bulbs, you can't then cover the whole of your border with chicken wire. That would make planting other things, weeding, etc., very, very difficult, and it would stop wildlife from being able to scratch around and get food from the soil. So that wasn't a solution. So I decided that I would make last year, so these are tulips from last year, I decided that I would make little cages for them. So basically all I've done, I'll open this one and show you. All I've done is cut some chicken wire. So I just use some little pliers. It is time consuming. So here's my chicken wire. So basically I just cut the chicken wire to size with the pliers. I suggest if you've got, I've only got 30 new bulbs to plant this year, so it's still going to be a bit time consuming, but I had hundreds last year, and it took hours and hours. But I suggest putting on a podcast or the radio or something, or have the TV on in the background or whatever, while you're doing this. And yeah, it's really, really effective. So basically, yes, I just cut the chicken wire to size, and then I pop the bulb in, tuck it in all around, because again, I don't want anybody getting cut on the sharp edges, and also that then holds it in place. So that's it. So I just fold over all the sort of sharp edges, and then I just plant my bulb like that. So yeah, that would be my way of doing it. If obviously you want your bulbs not to get eaten, I mean, there's obviously no guarantee that they won't just rot in the ground. Sometimes they do, bulbs, but yeah, at least you know that, certainly my experience anyway has been that obviously the rodents can't start chewing at it or digging it up. They hit the metal and then they just don't want to go anywhere near it. But also you're not hurting them. So yeah, because I really don't like, I mean, can you imagine how painful it must be if you're a rodent and you do get the chili in your eyes? It just must be awful. So yeah, please don't do that, and please consider making these little bulb cages, as I call them, my little bulb cages. So the 30 bulbs that I've got to plant are Thalia, which were a lovely white narcissi, white daffodil, and yeah, they smell really nice. So there we go. There's my first of my 30 cages. Doesn't take very long though, does it really? So, and I just plant that as I would a bulb without it. Yeah. And if you've liked the video, as always, please leave a comment, or even if you haven't liked it, engage with me and we'll have a chat about it. And yeah, please think of liking and subscribing, sharing the video if you know any friends that may be interested. And I think you can do like is it a boost thing now or something on YouTube, where to help out channels that you like, you can then sort of boost their posts so more people get to watch it, because I don't think the algorithms really get my channel. I think it's our channel, sorry. I think it's because every week we do something very different. So I think if we were just a cooking channel or a gardening channel, that sort of thing, then they would sort of know where to pitch us. But I think because we vary things so much and do something different every week, then I think YouTube sort of gives up on us. So yeah, if you could support us in any of those ways, we would really appreciate it. Anyway, it was lovely to have you in the garden as always, friends. Bye for now.